that you ain't going places. Yo, my face is so oily. It's oily. You see, I've been anointed. Oh, I always feel like my hands. No, we're on the same pace. On the same pace. Anyway. Right now, I'm about to start my study session, but before I do so, I thought I would come and talk about a little something. Basically, I just wanted to. My laptop is not doing what I want. Kind of like life, you know. It doesn't do what you want, but you're just forced to keep going with it. You just, you know, all these things get thrown at you, but you just keep it moving. You guys, it's actually not. I'm just pressing random buttons. But anyway, so I thought I'll just spend a little bit of time sharing just a thought that I had. Actually, it's not a thought, but it's a series of thoughts that I've had. Wow, thoughts. I've been having some wild thoughts. Wild in a good way. So, yeah. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, but basically, over the weekend, my perception on a lot of things was shattered right down, cracked, knocked, twisted around, and yeah, it was challenged. And I just realized that, sorry, maybe I just have to finish rolling this and then I'll go into that. But I just realized that so many people go through the most and we don't even realize. And coming from a Christian perspective, we always have this idea of what Christianity should look like, and we want to measure or place that label on every single person. That's not making sense, but as in, I realized that, you know, as Christians, sometimes we have this really bad attitude towards other people and how or what their Christianity should look like, without even taking into consideration some of the things that they've been through or some of the things that they've been exposed to. For example, we judge people for the certain decisions that they make within their lifestyle, not realizing that there's a story behind it. And we're so quick to say, oh, don't do this because Christians don't do this. But at the end of the day, if we're being real about the truth of Christianity, if we're being real about what it means to be a follower of Christ, we know that we are not Christians because of what we do or don't do. We're Christians because we believe that Jesus died on the cross for us and that he is the key to our salvation. And oh no, my battery. Okay, it's alright. So we're not Christians because because of our own works, but yes, our Christianity or our lifestyle as followers of Christ should produce fruit, and it should be evident of that that choice. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I hope I am. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying that, you know, as a Christian you can do whatever you want, you can choose whatever lifestyle you want, but I'm just saying that we need to be patient with people and the choices that they make, and that we should be teaching that people should be concentrating on growing their relationship with God and relying on conviction, relying on what God is telling them to do, because we don't realize that God is actually patient with each and every single one of us within the context of our situations. But like the things, we don't know what other people go through, so we tend to place our version or our perception. Oh, actually it says perspective, but yeah, our perception of what they should be, of how they should be living based on our own lives. I don't know if that really makes sense what I'm trying to say, but the truth of the matter is that we should, as Christians, we need to actually love on people. And Corinthians, is it 1:13? I'm pretty sure it's 1. Is it Corinthians 1:13? Or 13:1? I need to Google this. Massive Bible right here. It's not mine, actually. I wish. It was my aunt's. My granddad gave it to her for her 50th birthday. So I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna go through this. It's so nice. Take a look at it. Oh, it's got pictures and everything. That's rough. Okay. Paintings. Wow, I'm like so holy. I didn't even go to the index, y'all. I didn't even go to the index. You guys. Oh yeah, I was right. I was right. It was 1 Corinthians 13. Did I say that? I don't know. Anyway, I'll just read through it quickly from this version is a bit, this is definitely not the NIV, but anyway, I'll just start from the beginning. So maybe I'll just, oh, I don't like this view. Let me just turn the screen around. What do I press? No. Okay, never mind. So you just have to look at me. Okay. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, the gift of love. Though I speak with tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to the burned and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself. Is not I'm not really sure what vaunteth means, but I'm gonna learn today. Doth not behave itself unseemingly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it all vanishes away. Vanishes away? Is it missing an ES? I don't know. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is part shall be done away. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass, darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I shall even know also I am known. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three, but the greatest of these is charity. Yeah, so this is like an accurate depiction of what it means to love and what that looks like. Those are some complex Seth words up in there, but love comes down to being patient, to being kind, to being caring, not being boastful. Like, we know what love encompasses and we know what it means. It goes beyond just saying, oh sis, I love you, oh brother, I love you. Like, to love, we actually have to show is an action. And Jesus showed us that he loves us by dying on the cross for us and overcoming the weight of sin that we deserved, and he took that on for us. And knowing that has been done for us, and as we mature in our walk, why can't we also give people why can't we also show people that same attitude, like, of being patient and of being caring and being kind to them? We always want to, if we think about it, we want to push people. Of course we care, like, salvation is number one, that's the most important, but we can't make people feel like they're not good enough. We can't make people feel like they're not playing the part, therefore they don't deserve salvation, because salvation is a gift. We didn't get it because we were so perfect. We got it because God has been so gracious and so loving and so patient with us to reveal it to us and to give us that gift. And he's also working in those people's lives. And just because it hasn't happened the same way it has happened with us, it doesn't mean that it's not happening for them. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen for them. So I think it's really important for us to, behind the scenes, definitely we should be praying for our friends and families who don't know Christ. But within the scenes, we should be showing people that love that we know Jesus is showing to them. It needs to be tangible and they need to feel it. And we need not to push people away from the biblical love. And we need to not push people away from what it means to be Christian. And many people, myself included, have been disappointed by church. But that shouldn't stop people from pursuing a relationship with Christ, and we need to remind people of that, because church is a building that's filled with humans, and humans are broken people. Humans are horrible people, which is why we need Jesus. I'm not Christian because I'm perfect and holy. I'm holy and perfect because I'm Christian. You know the movie where she's like, I don't hate you because you're fat. You're fat because I hate you. But anyway, no, that was a joke. I probably shouldn't have said that. But I'm Christian because I'm a Christ follower, because God has chosen me and he has revealed to me that he loves me the same way that he's continuously revealing to the world. Not at the same pace, but yeah, it's our responsibility to show people and to let them know that they are loved. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. My laptop's still off. So I'm going to start studying. I was supposed to be studying since half a semester ago, but yeah, I'm about to be fasting and praying for a smooth exam period, because I know it's about to be painful. Anyway, pray for me, y'all. Anyway, I just wanted to close off by saying this. Wherever you are in your journey with Christ, I just want you to know that despite what people may think of you, or what people may say to you, or what I may think of you, I'm a fallen person as well. Like, whatever the way people treat you, just know that that's not a reflection of, if it's negative, that's not a reflection of God's love for you. Like, God loves you immensely. And you might not see him there in your life right now, and you might not understand what the hell's going on, but know that he will never leave you nor forsake you, and he loves you immensely, immensely. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's our food. See ya.